It's clear that other political party presidential candidates are somehow uh, afraid or trying to gather courage, encourage themselves with regards to Peter Obi. What Atiku Abubakar said about Peter Obi is causing a lot of reactions, saying Peter Obi, yes, I don't expect a miracle from Labour Party because of Peter Obi. So he's not going to fret himself or bother himself because he knows that, he has the potential of winning. Well, we will see if really there's going to be a transparent elections and Nigerians are going to vote for the candidates of their choice. May the best man win, is what we usually say, at the end of the day. Atiku Abubakar and Peter Obi were pair in 2019. However, we saw how, the court declared President Muhammadu Buhari the winner of that said election. And at the end of the day, here we are. Okay, the court was the one that declared that Buhari won the election. However, this is what is happening right now. Peter Obi is the Labour Party presidential candidate. Atiku again is the presidential candidate for the People Democratic Party. The duel has come a long way. However, today they are on either side like rivals, if you want to say. Let's get all the details. 2023 presidency. I don't expect a miracle from Labour Party because of Peter Obi. Atiku Abubakar declares, the presidential candidate of the People Democratic Party (PDP) in the 2023 general election, has said that he does not expect a miracle to happen for the Labour Party to win the presidential election because Peter Obi is his presidential candidate. And because of Peter Obi, some sort of miracle will happen. Atiku was speaking during an Arise TV interview on Friday. He noted that Labour Party does not have an elected governor or member in the House of Assembly or National Assembly or State Assembly at the moment. Atiku said that politics in Nigeria depends on having this structure, adding that the Osun state election were a pointer to reality. The PDP presidential candidate noted that the popularity of Peter Obi was all and mainly on social media and does not count to 90% of the people on ground. People on social media will not vote. So don't bother yourself. I can tell you for free. I am not worried about Peter Obi because he does not have the structure. He's popular, yes, more popular than most of us. But where is the structure for him to win the elections? Unless the people on ground vote for him, which we can see that there are issues on that regards because he has no structure for people to mobilize it on ground. He may not stand the chance. I don't see him as a threat, and I don't see some miracle happening for Labour Party because of Peter Obi. Well, that is Atiku Abubakar's submission, saying that because Peter Obi is there does not mean the sky will turn pink all of a sudden. In fact, he's not afraid. This is what they tell themselves, right? He's not afraid of Peter Obi popularity because he only goes to show that, the media is moving. But in real life, it may be a different ball game altogether, according to him. He says, so Peter Obi may gather everybody, but he is not afraid. He said he's not afraid. He said because he sees it that Peter Obi has got no structure. And if there is no structure, he's not bothered. Okay, if Peter Obi has no structure, he is really not bothered. So we'll wait and see. Of course, these are all statements and people's own view, tentatively, to 2023. But the truth of the matter is, take for instance the person you have demeaned and said he has no structure. All of a sudden, all Nigerians, people, you don't understand the power of the internet. I don't think you do. By the time people begin to mobilize, it's not human beings that will vote. By the time people begin to go around and begin to mobilize, you'll be surprised and shocked on how things can move very quickly. You see, when the day of election comes and you see Nigerians going out to say, okay, we are voting for such and such and such a candidate, why do you think that the governor of Kaduna State refused obedience movement campaign in Kaduna? Because he knows what can follow. Okay, Peter Obi is gaining more prominence and he does not want to see that happen. He does not want to see him being accepted. Does not want to see the people of Kaduna hearing the same obedient movement, now having a stand in Rivers, in Kaduna State. That was a big blow and a big dent. And so he does not want to see that. And so he's trying to do everything he can to see to it that he frustrates that very said movement. So these are some of the things that we are all seeing and we are all experiencing. And it is high time we begin to rise up to the truth and ensure that the truth is being dispensed. It is high time we begin to see to it and ensure that every one of us produce what is absolutely necessary for us to move forward. Remember that you have a voice, okay? And if really sincerely speaking, our vote is going to be anything to come by, then you and I must do all that is absolutely necessary and important for us to get the candidate of our choice by voting. It's not just going to happen. It's not just going to happen because you wish it or you put a comment on social media. Okay? It's not just going to happen. It's going to happen because you get your PVCs, and when it is time to vote, you vote. When it is time to vote, you vote. So it is time, okay? It is time we rise up to the occasion and we do that which is absolutely right and necessary for us all to get the candidate of our choice. Okay? If some persons have predicted that Peter Obi stands no chance, are we just going to say he stands no chance, or are we going to do what is absolutely right and necessary to ensure that at the end of the day, the candidate who we feel can implement some good things for Nigeria, can bring in some laws and bring in some ideas that can move the nation forward? We make sure that such people, we ensure that we get them into the right offices. Other than that, we'll be making a huge turn of mistake. And so it is high time we do what is absolutely right and necessary. Get in the right people. You can only get that when you vote. Okay? You can only get that when you vote. Please don't forget, you and I have got a duty. You and I have got a duty to ensure that we rise up to the occasion and we get the right persons into leadership. It's about time. It's about time. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Remember, you have a voice. Let it count. God bless. Have a lovely and a fantastic day. From us, it's bye for now. Bye. Have a good day. Remember, we must vote, so vote wisely, okay?